So this video is about metadata, which is part of the IGCSE 0417 ICT Practical syllabus, and this is a new addition to the 2023 syllabus. And so, what is metadata? Metadata is any data which defines another type of object or any data. So, for a web page, metadata is the data which defines the object or the web page. So for any human, their metadata would be their genetic data, their religious data, or their fingerprints, passwords. These are the things which define them. Metadata can sometimes be also considered as personal data for a web page. That's why they are usually hidden when a web page is uploaded. So basically, metadata for the IGCSE syllabus, there are four metadatas which are in use, which is author, description, keywords, viewport, and car set. Those are actually five. So car set is just the normal character set of any web page. It either means Unicode. Unicode is UTF-8. You don't have to memorize that. They will give you the Unicode, UTF-8. And the other one is the Latin alphabet, which is basically an ISO code, where ISO, like I'm giving a random number, 8081, imagine, something like that. So these are car sets. So to add car sets, metadata always goes in the head section, and it's not displayed on a web page. It's inside the web page. So you start off by a meta tag, meta, and then you add a name of the meta tag. So what is the meta name for a car set? But for a car set, just for the car set, as it's already inside the meta, you see it says car set. You click on car set and you select UTF-8, and then you close the meta tag. That's just it for the car set. That's the easiest one out there. Then for author, you write meta, and then you add a name of the meta tag. The name of the meta tag is the author. That this meta tag defines the author. Who is the author? Then you write content, and then the author of this one is Ahmad Hussein Alfi. So I'm the author of this web page. So the name is the name of the meta is author. This defines the author, and then who is the author? The content will have the name of the author. They will tell you to put your name, number, candidate number, and center number in the content. Then we have meta name. Then we have the description. Description is what describes the web page. So if this web page has style sheets, you could put, or if this web page is current web page is about metadata. If this web page was about, imagine, amusement parks, you would have written this web page is about amusement parks, or this web page shows the security issues of a website, something like that. And then you have meta, and then meta name is keywords. See, there's keywords already. So keywords, content is keywords is metadata, like the keywords of this web page. Metadata, then we used HTML, and then we used information about web pages. These are all keywords. Although last one is a sentence, it still does fall under the keywords. So then we have, after keywords, then you close the tag. Then we have viewport. This is a little more important, as this is a little difficult to remember, but then meta name is viewport. You see the last one, viewport. And then content, in the content you add width equals to device width. Okay, and then comma, initial scale is to 1.0. This shows, this meta shows that viewport. So now if you open this web page on a phone, it will adjust the width to the phone's width. That's why it's called device width. That the viewing portal will be changed, and if you open this on a TV, the web page, it will adjust its width to the TV's width. And if you open it on a laptop, it will adjust the web page's width to a laptop's width, so a laptop screen's width. So you can actually view that or try that. Like you can open any website, IGCSE, just for example the IGCSE website, and then in that IGCSE website you can just click on it, and then you'll see, open it with your phone and your laptop, and then you can see that it adjusts its own width to your phone, and then it adjusts itself to the TV or your laptop. That's when you see that it's set, the initial scale is 1.0, which means the size of the things on the web page, like the pictures, the text, the tables, everything will remain the same size. It will not change its size. An initial scale of 2.0 would mean that the size is doubled. 3.0 means it's tripled, or 0.5 means it's halved. So the data is halved, or according to the, or adjusted according to the device you're using it in. That's all about the metadata. This is everything which is included in metadata. Now we have anchors. For anchors, just imagine I write a bunch of stuff like I just make the web page longer. Click here to go back to the top. Now let's go to the design view of this web page. So this is a long web page, right? If you open it on the, just add a background. No, we don't need a background. Now when you open it on a web page, you will see that like we opened it live. Okay, now if you see that, you have to scroll and then you have to go back up. Even imagine if this was a very long web page, you have to scroll down and go back up again and again, which is very difficult. So you can add anchors to make your life easier. So you can add an anchor here from insert, and then you'll see a named anchor. You press there, return to top. We just named the anchor, that's it. That's the anchor here. You can see the anchor logo, and then you can select this, click here, and then you can select this point to file option. You go back up, point to file, and then you set it towards the meta or the anchor, and then you see the anchor name shows after a hashtag. Now if you go to the live, now you go down and then you click here and you go back to the top. Go down, click here, you go back to the top. That's what setting an anchor is. Lastly, in the head section you can add one more thing, which is a base tag. A base tag is a default window tag, which is a target. Here, if they tell you to set the default window to underscore self or underscore blank, you go to the head section, you open a base tag, you press on target, and then you can put blank, self, top, new. Usually they say self or blank, so base, and then you close the base tag with a closing tag. That's it. That's all about your metadata, anchors, and base tags or default target windows. Bye.